Welcome back, everyone. This is Primary, your boy, with the Black Ops Cold War Call of Duty Zombies action. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to train zombies. It's actually pretty simple. The key concept to training is, one, you have to have a pretty open area, and I guess you don't have to have a big open area like this one. This is certainly one of the greatest spots in the map to train zombies. I mean, you can train zombies in tight quarters, but you got to be an expert trainer. And another tip for training zombies is you don't want to be sprinting all the time. I see players like sprinting all the time, trying to get away from the zombies, and that just helps spread them out. You got to kind of stay close to them and keep them kind of riled up. You know, you want to wrangle them up like they're cattle. You know, it's kind of like herding cattle is what it is. Another big tip is, I see a lot with new players. I was playing with my son Jacob, who is a Fortnite player, and he's like, "Dad, they just won't go away. They keep coming at me," and that's true. So what you have to remember with training zombies is that zombies can't sidestep. You know, when you can sidestep in your game. You know, step to the side, step left, step right. Zombies don't sidestep. Zombies only turn left or turn right, and they kind of make these like 90-degree turns. So you'll see it when you walk by one and you turn around. They kind of don't like trying to sidestep you and slap you. They kind of have to turn around all the way, and it's kind of funny actually, because you know you can actually train a lot of zombies that way and just get away from them pretty easily that way. So what I would recommend doing is getting familiar with really the controls and the ease of how you can just kind of walk by them without sprinting. And I kind of do this kind of figure 8 motion, almost kind of like an infinity symbol. There's really no math to it, you know. It's really just kind of moving around in kind of tight patterns. See how this kind of rounds them up? Another thing I like to do is hit straight lines, you know, where you kind of zigzag. Turn around, zigzag, turn around, zigzag. And you can tell the whole time I'm doing this, I'm not sprinting. I'm just walking. And so you got to be mindful that you don't need to be sprinting, especially once you get to like round 10, round 20, when you have hordes of zombies. You can do this in any part of the map, and you don't need to have Juggernog to train zombies. That's a common misconception, is that you need Juggernog or some perks to train zombies, and that's just not the case. I like to be risky. You know, that's kind of what the people I play with are always kind of mentioning, is that, dude, you take a lot of risk and you do a lot of I guess quote unquote dumb moves, because I will try and train zombies in the most tight quarters. So let's just open this door up over here. Let's see if I have enough to open this one up. Yeah, I do. Let's just train some zombies in here. Again, like I said, it doesn't really require you to have a big open space. You can train zombies in this little area right here. You just gotta wait for them to kind of come at you, kind of find an opening and run right through them. So really, it doesn't matter how many zombies. Certainly, if you have a lot of zombies trailing you right here, it's gonna get difficult to find an opening to kind of get past them. But if you can just kind of use this kind of square, I mean, you kind of see what I'm doing. I'm kind of going in a circle, but I'm also being very rigid on how, you know, I kind of go. I make a kind of a sharp right angle turn, and I go again. Rather than going in circles, zombies, again, they can't sidestep. So if you can just kind of squeeze past them and just kind of run past them without them even touching you. And again, you don't need Juggernog. And if you need to get over there, you just kind of hug the wall, and you'll see they kind of make an opening for you. So again, you know, it's like, I need to get past that wall here. I'll just hug this wall here. They'll start coming this way, and then I'll go around them like this. So it's actually pretty easy, and I suggest doing this in round 1, round 2, to really get the hang of it. And really, this is for beginners, but really a good refresher for any seasoned zombie player who maybe hasn't played it in a while. Something else to be mindful of when you're training zombies is to know where the zombies spawn from. You know, you're training zombies and your back is up against the wall and you're shooting, and then you're getting hit from behind. It's no good. You got to know kind of where all the zombie spots where they kind of, you know, pop out, because that can really kind of one, scare you, I guess, but two, cause you to kind of freak out and run. Another good tip, too, is to be patient with zombies. As I mentioned earlier, I'm not sprinting, but I'm also kind of waiting for them. I'm kind of waiting for them to kind of come over here, and then I kind of make a move. And certainly you can kind of use the peekaboo effect, where you kind of, will use an obstacle to kind of, I don't know, guard you a little bit, but also kind of get them to kind of get closer to you without, you running right by them. And I think it's just a lot of fun. Like I said, I like to kind of make sure the horde's all out before I start shooting, because it definitely helps with the conserving the ammo. So like that instance right there, I kind of turn around, pop real quick, and then I kind of turn back again. You don't want to be kind of turned backwards. Every time you turn backwards, you kind of go slower, especially when you're shooting, you're walking slower, and especially when you're zoomed in, you're walking slower. So I kind of like to kind of mix it up. I kind of try and make it through a whole round, turn around, reload, find another good spot to do, and then keep going back and forth. I don't like to sit and try and fire too long, because what happens is they'll get closer to you, closer than you realize, if you're trying to go through a couple clips with them. So you train them, you turn around, you fire, you reload, you turn back around, you kind of get your bearings, make sure there's no zombies spawning elsewhere, kind of get them lined up again, get them nice and tight and nice and close, spin around, pop them off, get those headshots.
Do I look tired? No.
Always lots of stuff to pick up when you do that. It's a lot easier to manage the zombies when you're training, because otherwise you're just running around shooting single zombies, and you can waste a lot of ammo doing that. At least this way, if your ammo does spray, at least you're going to hit people because they're all bunched up. And so here we are, round 10. I haven't gotten a single perk. I have opened one door just to show you guys earlier how to train inside of a tight spot. I did buy a shotgun off the wall, and it's really important when the hordes start getting bigger is that you always have a line of sight of like a couple escape routes, because I said earlier, I don't always be sprinting, and I certainly don't like to sprint, but there are times where you gotta have to sprint to kind of bust through them like that. It's super easy to kind of cruise through them. And again, remember, they can't just sidestep you, so they have to kind of like manually turn left or turn to the right, and so you can just really run right by them like that, and they don't really react until like a split second later. It's just so satisfying. So you see I got hit a couple times. I didn't sprint, I didn't freak out. I'm just managing my zombies. I'm managing how they run. I'm taking zigzags. I'm also doing wide loops. And once you get more comfortable with this, doing the high rounds is a lot easier to manage, because you're not freaking out thinking, oh my gosh, there's so many zombies spawning, and then they keep on spawning, As long as you have this technique, you can run trains anywhere. Oh man, look at that. See? They're all together. It's like a mob. Control the mob. See right there, I got stuck on that tree. I wasn't being smart about me turning around, so, definitely got to use my own advice. I think I just get so enthralled with shooting zombies that I forget where I'm at, and I just want to pop them off, but not really paying attention. You see a zombie in your way, you don't have to engage them. Just run around them. Just kind of psych them out this way, and then go this way. It's too easy. It's too easy. Once you figure it out, dude, you will be untouchable. Untouchable. And so leave me a comment in the, the comments below, if this was helpful, if you guys use any sort of other techniques to train zombies and Black Ops, Cold War zombies. Again, this is your boy Primary. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.